Hey everybody, it's Ruby, and today, or it's actually the nighttime right now, I have a very exciting video for you guys. So it is actually Halloween when I'm filming this video, so happy Halloween. It's gonna be up like quite a bit past Halloween, but regardless, hope you guys had a great Halloween. A lot of you guys were asking me what my plans were, and honestly, here's what I did. I spent my entire Halloween doing homework, and now I'm filming a video at 10 o'clock at night. So yeah, I'm not ultra big into Halloween. I'm really big into Thanksgiving and Christmas, so that's when I kind of go crazy. But for Halloween, I usually don't do much. So this year, I just decided to stay in and get a lot of schoolwork done, which is awesome. Even though like nobody likes homework, it was awesome to have this time to get it done. But I decided I would sit down, put a dark lip color on, and film a really fun video in my opinion. Also, for those who are wondering, yes, I did re-dye my hair. It's looking, you know, a little darker, a little fresh, and it's because I just got it dyed yesterday. But like I didn't really do anything to it today because I stayed home all day, so I just put this hat on. So yeah. But don't you love it, like after you first get your hair done, like how soft it is? I mean, oh my gosh, I could just like run my hands through it all day, but like that's bad for my hair. Anyways, if you guys don't know, I go to a performing arts high school, and I'm actually a theater major there, and I want to be an actress when I'm older. I want to do musical theater, straight plays, any kind of theater. I am all into it. It's my passion. There's nothing else I'd rather do in life. So one of my favorite things to do is buy acting books and new plays to read and like acting books to study. I just think it's super fun. So today I went to like a lightly used secondhand bookstore to buy some new acting like books and plays. So I thought that I would do kind of a little haul video for all my theater nerds out there. I know that it's definitely not for everybody, so you know, I know that this is my normal video, so if you want to click away and wait until my next video, that's completely fine. But for my fellow thespians out there, thought, you know what, I'm gonna make this video. But yes, I am very big into theater. It is my absolute passion. Fun little fact about Ruby, I'm actually a member of the International Thespian Honor Society. Yeah, I was actually inducted this past year, so like here's my little notebook. It's pretty snazzy, but yes, theater basically is my life. I can make 1,000 videos on how much I love theater and why I love it, but there's really nothing else I'd rather do in life. So I love getting new like acting books and like studying them, and then like new plays to read, and then like doing scenes or monologues from them. It's a great way to find monologues. The more plays you read, the more monologues you have in your personal little like arsenal, if you will. So yeah, I thought I would do kind of a little like acting book / plays haul, if that makes any sense. I'm very excited. I bought a lot of books. I think I bought 11 books, and then my dad actually passed down some of his acting books to me today, so I thought I would just kind of include that in the video because I'm very excited. So without further ado, let's just get started. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the books that my dad actually passed on to me today, which I just thought was really sweet of him. My dad studied acting, and he's a really great actor in my opinion, and he has a bunch of acting books that he used to use to study acting, and so he gave them to me, and I'm very excited because I have this entire section on my bookshelf right there that I'm reorganizing it, but once it's like back up, you'll be able to see I have so many theater books. They take up like 2 of those cubes. It's insane. So this is definitely gonna add quite a bit to my shelf. But anyways, these are the books that my dad gave me, and I'll get into the ones that I actually bought today. So he gave me these 2 books. They're both actually the same book, but one is the second revised edition and one is just like the first original edition. So I don't know, maybe once I read them I'll find some differences. This is the Stanislavski System handbook basically, and it says the professional training of an actor. So yes, it's basically a simplified guide to Stanislavski's teaching. So yes, he gave me 2 copies. This is the second revised edition. I think that this is just like the original edition, but I'm super excited to read these and use them in my theater classes because I think they'll be ultra helpful even when I go to college, because I want to get a BFA in theater and then minor in musical theater, or maybe the other way around. I'm not really sure yet, but regardless, I think these will be helpful throughout my life. He also gave me this great book called Voice and Speech in the Theater, which I think is basically like techniques when it comes to vocal training and all of that jazz. So yeah, it has like a chapter on like the tone, the voice in theory, nasal resonance, the words, how to say specific words, vocal cords. It just talks about a bunch of that stuff. So it seems super interesting. I'm really excited to read this because vocal care is very big for an actor and anyone who is also involved in musical theater like myself. So I think that this is gonna be really interesting. If you guys don't know, I am extremely into Shakespeare, and that is because of my dad. He definitely gave me the Shakespeare bug. So he passed down 2 Shakespeare related books for me, the first of which being a Shakespeare glossary, which I'm super excited about. It sounds so dorky that this is the stuff that I get excited about, but I promise, like, getting books like this is like Christmas. And the other book, which he told me is apparently out of print now, which is super cool because it's like, ooh, I have a book that's like no longer like sold. But anyways, it's called Shakespeare's Body, and basically it's super cool. And if you're a Shakespeare nerd like me, maybe you'll enjoy this. But you like look up any, like they have a bunch of like words or phrases that are used in specific Shakespeare plays, but they only talk about kind of the more body definition of them, hence the title of the book. But it's super cool and I'm really excited. So thank you so much, Dad. I'm really excited to put these on my shelf and read them and start to study them. So yes. Oh wait, I'm lying. He got me one more book. My dad also gave me this, which I'm really excited about because as a theater major at my performing arts school, not only do we do like monologues and stuff, but we also do scenes with partners occasionally. Not occasionally, actually a lot. But so this is, I'm always looking for like new books with like short plays in them, so that I can have more options when it comes to doing scenes with partners. And starting like this year, I'm also going to be like directing a short play. So I'm already kind of starting to look for what I want to direct, because I also get to direct one next year as well. But this is called Laugh Lines Short Comic Plays from Steve Martin, Elaine May, and a bunch of others. And it's really, really cool. I love this. I'm going to start reading it tonight, actually. I'm so excited. I think they're like 10, 15-minute plays, and there's a bunch of them in here. So I think that's great. Super excited. And that concludes all that my dad gave me. Okay, I think that you guys from this video are just seeing how much of a nerd I am when it comes to like plays, and I just get so excited when I get new acting books. I love it. Alright, so now as for what I bought myself today, like I said, I got 11 new books. Here they are in all of their glory. So I got one book that is kind of more of an acting technique book, and then the other 10 books that I bought are all plays. So the technique book that I bought is actually kind of one of the handbooks slash textbooks that we use in one of my acting classes, but at the end of the year I'm gonna have to give it back to my teacher, and so far I've loved it so much and it's been so helpful that I just want a copy for myself to keep forever. So I got a practical handbook for the actor. So it just looks like this. If any of you guys are studying theater in high school and you want to pursue acting after high school, or you know, you're pursuing acting actively in high school like I am, this has been so helpful, just with everything from like audition techniques to just like what is acting to typical like patterns that actors fall into and how to break them. It's just super, super interesting, so I would highly recommend this. So the first book of plays actually that I got is this book of 30 10-minute plays, and it's from the Actors Theater of Louisville National 10-Minute Play Contest. One of my acting teachers actually has this, and I've loved it so far when it comes to scene work, so I wanted this to keep forever. I wanted my own copy, also just because, again, I think just for scene work, it's great. So yeah, it has plays for 2 women, 2 men, 1 woman, and a man, and it's super, super interesting. So it just looks like this, and I'm very excited to read the rest of the plays. I got quite a few plays from the Dramatist Play Service, which is probably my favorite place to get plays. So the first play that I picked up from them was I Never Sang for My Father by Robert Anderson. I've heard a lot about this play, so I thought I would pick it up. I really hope that this is interesting and not just like fun for myself. Is anybody else interested? Please leave me a comment if you found this video interesting, because like I'm just hoping that there's another theater nerd out there watching my channel and enjoying this video like I'm enjoying it. The next play that I got, which I actually saw 2 nights ago with some of my theater friends from my school, and it's one of my all-time favorite plays. I've read it like 3 times, but I wanted a copy for myself. It's Rosencrantz and Guildenstern Are Dead. If you all are into theater and you have not read this play yet, I would highly recommend it. It's such a well-written play, especially also if you love Shakespeare. This play has a lot to do with Hamlet. I don't want to give too much away, but it's absolutely fantastic. It's amazing writing. It's kind of a very all over the place show, but like in the best way possible. But you have to have a very active mind in order to kind of keep up with it. So I'm just kind of telling you that now. But it's absolutely amazing, and I'm so excited that I now have a copy for myself. The next play is called 5 one-act plays by Alan Ball, and it consists of the plays Made for a Woman, Bachelor Holiday, Power Lunch, The M Word, and Your Mother's Butt. So yes, I love these. I love books with one-act plays in them, not only because it's great for scene work, because they're usually relatively short, but also for like directing scenes. It's awesome. I think somebody wrote like their last name on the book before they gave it to the secondhand store or something, so that's okay though. I really don't care. There's no writing on the inside of it, and that's all that matters to me. So yes, it kind of looks like some of these plays in here are comedic while others are dramatic, so it's a nice mix, and I think it's awesome. Next play that I got, I didn't really know about it until I saw it on the shelf, and I just read the synopsis of it, and it looks super interesting, and it's called Murder Among Friends, and it's a play in 2 acts. It's like a comedy thriller, and it seems really, really interesting, so I'm hoping it's as good as it sounds. Yeah, if you guys want to know more about like the synopsis, just probably Google it. It's written by Bob Barry, if that helps you at all. But yes, it looks super funny, and I'm very, very, very excited to read this. The next play I have actually already read, and I've seen the movie of it too. I absolutely love it. One of my favorites, and it is Death Trap. I absolutely love the movie. If you guys haven't seen it, it's with Michael Caine. My mom showed it to me probably a year ago, and I just absolutely love it. It's such an amazing film and even a better play, although the movie is fantastic. So I'm really excited to reread this. I love rereading plays and just kind of delving even more into the scenes, if that makes any sense, but I'm really excited to have a copy of my own now to love and cherish forever. I also got a play. This actually has 2 plays in it, and they're both written by Peter Hedges. It's Imagining Brad and the Valerie of Now. And what's really interesting is they're both short plays, except the Valerie of Now is literally just like a 7-minute monologue. So it's like a short play, but a monologue at the same time. And so I'm just really interested to read it, and it looks super, super good. And both of these plays only have women in it, so I think that's really cool. And I'm excited to kind of read this and study this. Taking a break from kind of the Dramatist Play Service plays, I also got a copy of Shakespeare's Taming of the Shrew. I have a copy of the Riverside Shakespeare book, which if you guys don't know what that is, it's basically like the most famous Shakespeare book that you can get. It's this giant textbook with all of Shakespeare's plays in it. And as much as I love that, literally like on Saturday nights, I will like sit in my bed and like read pages from it. I love Shakespeare so much, but as much as I love it, it's super heavy and it's inconvenient to carry around. So like my favorite Shakespeare plays, I like to kind of have in singular form. One of my favorites is Taming of the Shrew. I love it. I just think it's awesome. I've seen so many productions of it, and I just love it. So I finally have my own like individual copy of it that's not in the Riverside Shakespeare book, so it's a lot lighter to carry around. And there's some great scenes in this. Speaking of scenes, if you're an actor and you're studying Shakespeare, highly recommend Taming of the Shrew. And the last 2 things to show you guys in this video are both, again, plays from Dramatist Play Service. I just can't stop. The first play is also a compilation of one-act plays as well. They're all comedies actually, and it's called Mere Mortals by David Ives. I really hope I'm pronouncing his name right. So it basically has, yes, 6 one-act comedies, and I think that they can either be performed individually or like all together as kind of like a long show of just scenes, but they seem really interesting. They have scenes for both like men and women together and like men together, I think. No, wait, yes. Yes, they have a good combination of like plays for both genders together and then like individual genders together as well. So it looks really interesting, and I'm very excited to read this. And the last play that I got is probably one of my favorites. I'm so excited for this, not just because it's pink. This is called Jailbait, and I did not anticipate picking this up until I got to the bookstore and I read the synopsis of this, and it just sounds super interesting, very like dark, but super intriguing. It's basically, from what I've gathered in the synopsis, it's about like 2 girls who are in high school who go to a club one night and like pretend to be in college, and things just kind of go awry from there. So if you guys are interested in like reading the full synopsis, just Google Jailbait play and it'll probably come up. And that concludes my little, well, not so little haul video. I think there were like 20 books in this, but I really hope you guys enjoyed, and my little thespian theater nerds like myself hopefully you guys got some ideas for some new plays to read. I really hope you all enjoyed this video. Please subscribe, help me get to 1,000, it would mean the world to me. Follow me on all my social media networks, links are always down below. I promise my next video will kind of be one of my normal ones, but until then, I really hope that you all enjoyed this, and I will talk to you all very, very soon. Bye!